Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Alice Mike's podcast. We have another Music Friday for July the 30th, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good week, having a good time, having a good day. Thank you for listening from wherever you're listening from. You're listening from the East Coast, West Coast, North, South, and everywhere in between. Thank you so much for listening. This is another weekly episode of New Music Friday for regional Mexican music or regional mexicano, and whatever topics I have and updates on the podcast, any new episodes and stuff like that. Kind of working on right now on I'm going to cut some of the longer interviews I have going on with either Horacio, Anita, Comparacio, Anita, Corny, and all the other ones. Make them kind of short, kind of. So you want to just listen to a specific story or so, you could, little 5 minute clip, 2 minute clip. I see sometimes you see, oh man, it's as an audience, sees this podcast, it's an hour and a half, or 2 hours, and a lot of times we listen to these when we're doing short little drives or so, 10, 15 minutes, and sometimes, I mean, for longer drives, yeah, I mean, a podcast that takes a long time like that, why not? But short little drives, it'll be on the podcast, on either it's gonna be uploaded, but it's gonna be loaded as a bonus episode, not as a full episode, but like more of a bonus. And I'm gonna be breaking them down, and then as well on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Alice Mike's podcast on YouTube. I'll put a video there, kind of a shortened, just little stories or so. Then, of course, I'll be promoting the full episode. So you guys could, you guys listen to the other episodes, little preview of, maybe a story about, Corny, one of his hunting experiences, or first time he crossed the border, and then if you want to listen to the rest of the podcast, plus, at least it gives you an idea of, what you should be listening to, or what, what's coming up, so look out for those. So again, it's going to be on the uploaded to all the, wherever wherever you used to listen. It'll be, either Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, wherever you listen to this podcast from. It'll be little shorts. I think I'm gonna call them shorts, or yeah. So just want to inform you guys, and then once again, there's a new recommendation of new music that came out for July the 30th. And if you don't know, there's you could follow me on Alice Mike's podcast on Facebook and Instagram, same name, Alice Mike's podcast. You can message me, send shout outs, any messages, any suggestions, any just want to say hi. Definitely send a message, please. Alice Mike's podcast on either Facebook or Instagram. And then my YouTube channel as well, Alice Mike's podcast on YouTube. And all the links and all that good stuff is on my social media pages, and on social media pages. And then I have them on. They should show up on whatever you're listening from on the description. If it does not show, please let me know so I could work on it and make it easier for you guys to access all the other stuff. So again, hopefully everybody's having a good one. Hey, it's We passed the half year mark. Man, so just little new stuff. I mean, it's the new variant of the COVID is hitting pretty hard, I guess. They're gonna start mandating wearing masks again indoors, which I see why not. Yeah, everybody be safe out there. I know it's an individual choice to get vaccinated or not. We respect that decision, and you know, um, I would suggest people get vaccinated, and um, just just my humble opinion. You don't have to follow it, but and just my humble opinion of why not get a defense for something that might harm you. We get vaccines for other stuff. There's not a lot of people dying of polio for a reason because we get a vaccine, and some other stuff. So I mean, it's just my humble opinion, But yeah, that's not let's not stop hand sanitizing, social distancing. I actually like that social distancing. As a bigger guy, I know hey, a bigger guy would take bigger space. I understand that, but sometimes give the bigger guy some space, and I definitely don't mind having that extra space and not having people all over me, or not that all over me, but kind of get uncomfortable, get in your bubble. So I've been liking the social distancing. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, especially let's say you go to a social gathering. And con la familia, here we go. Saluda a toda la gente. You gotta say hi to everybody. And it's always like, hey, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, bien, bien. Okay, okay. ¿Que la vas tapando bien? Yeah, yeah. And it's just like, and then they're handshaking everybody. Man, if we could just walk to the table and just say, buenas tardes, just a wave high, And if you're really interested in talking to the person or you're really happy, then go up to them, say hi. But going to the table and you saludando, saying hi to like half the people you don't even know, and so I don't mind the social distancing during gatherings. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys the listeners think about this. Trust me, I did not mind it. But I was going back to again. There's that new variant of the COVID-19, and let's it's hit some families pretty hard. Some people have passed away from this COVID-19. So something we should definitely take serious and protect ourselves, our family members as well. Let's not let our guard down. If we've been lucky enough not to be hit with it, or being close to it, or or gotten it, let's not leave our guard down. And so yeah, I mean, everybody just be careful out there. Really wouldn't want anything to happen to anybody, and yeah, let's again, let's stay positive. Let's stay good. Let's this thing is it's getting better. The country's opening up. There's concerts, there's events going on. There's things are opening up, and let's be patient with with restaurants and stuff like that. Sometimes they don't have a full servers because some people don't want to go back to work or don't want to. So let's be patient about it and not try to hurry into stuff, and and poquito a poquito, and so yeah, all right. So that's my little news sackle or so, or little news rant. All right, so we go to new music. So here we go to El Fantasma came out with a new single called Todo Cuando Tuve. It's with mariachi. And la canción está buena. It's a good song. It sounds really good with mariachi. I'm not surprised El Fantasma will sound good with mariachi. I mean, I prefer with banda, but I mean, it's one of the cantantes that, I mean, he definitely has learned how to sing. You hear his first albums. I'm not saying they're rough, but it's like, okay, there can be some improvements, and he's definitely improved the notes and how to sing notes, and how to hit them, and how to end. And that's good that he has worked on his craft. Not only is he writes his own music, but he has improved his voice. He's improved his craft. So it's awesome to hear that and see that, not just because you make it, you stop working on your craft, you stop working on your singing or your songwriting or whatever it is. So the only note, the note, what the thing is that this song, I mean, Play with Banda, I think will sound really good too. Um, es una canciones que esas que, like, it's definitely a ranchera, one of those slower songs, but if you la banda plays it that like slow y a su tiempo, it will sound really good too. I mean, it sounds good with mariachi, but I think it was one of those songs that would translate good into banda as well. Yeah. So again, the name of the song is called Todo Cuan, Todo Cuanto Tuve by El Fantasma. Yeah, definitely recommend it. And just uh, all this music that I recommend, it goes to Al's Mike's playlist on Spotify. That's the name of the playlist, Al's Mike playlist. Yeah, and you'll find the links when I post on social media, Al's Mike's podcast. So it's all I put all this music into the playlist so you guys could enjoy it, listen to it, and yeah. So the recommendations for other past weeks are there as well. Just adding to the playlist. So yeah. All right. So back on the list. All right. So we have Los Mayitos de Sinaloa, new single. It's called 20 por 4, sigue al mando, el 80. Some códigos in there. Hey, el corrido está bueno. Yeah, los maitos play good. Variado. I mean, they can play old school, some older songs, some covers, and then they come. They también corridos nuevos. So ahí le están pegando. Le quieren pegar a todo. And pues a ver. Hopefully one of these times they come up to the States and get some traction over here too. Pero Los Mayitos de Sinaloa with the new single 20 por 4 sigue al mando el 80. So some math there. If you don't know what 20 por 4 is el 80, well, there you go. All right, so from there we got to a ranchera, to a corrido. So now we go to una media no romántica, pero es Pancho Barraza y Luis Alfonso Partida, a.k.a. El Yaqui. New single came out, 100% Sincero. That's the name of the single, Pancho Barraza y El Yaqui. It's a classic Pancho Barraza song. Está buena por la letra, la canción. It's structured well. Don't know who's it written from. Quién la escribió, pero yeah. So definitely recommend it. It's 100% Sincero, Pancho Barraza con El Yaqui. Little note, I'll be, hopefully by the end of August, I'll be watching, experiencing actually another live concert with Pancho Barraza in Los Angeles. So ahí in the Microsoft Theater. If you guys listen to one of the podcasts with me, El Compa Horacio, we talk about our concert when we went to go see Pancho Barraza aquí in the San Ynez Chumash Casino Resort, and our fun experience. So if you guys want to check out that little when we talk about us two going to Pancho Barras, is pretty funny. I believe it's in our second conversation, but yeah. So I'm gonna go see him again. Hopefully, I'm gonna go see him again. En yeah, ojalá que esté buena como la primera vez que miramos a Pancho Barraza. All right, so from there we're gonna go to Intocable. Intocable came out with the new singles, Jamás Te Soltaré. It's a typical Intocable song. I got mad respects for Intocable. I think musician-wise, they're probably one of the best musicians in el conjunto norteño. Yeah, it's there. I think the way they play, I know it's a different style. It's a different style from norteño. It's still norteño, still conjunto, but definitely the Tex-Mex has an influence on their music, and but yeah, I mean, it's como there's people like it, some people don't. I mean, it's still one of the premier conjuntos out there. It's one conjuntos that could sell out arenas. So, respects for them. And again, all their musicians, they're awesome. The los arreglos que hacen, the way they play. So yeah, I mean, it's in a special conjunto. I mean, it's definitely not. At least my opinion, it's not a conjunto you could go. Vamos a ir al baile o vamos a bailar con Intocable just because they don't have canciones que son bailables. I might say it. I might, might not that I think that, but it's just it's more into sit down, relax, and listen to the music and that type of experience. But hey, if you want to dance those songs Intocable, hey, go at it. Cada quien se expresa como quiera. But yeah, so it's a new single, Jamás Te Soltaré, Intocable. Yeah, como it's gonna, I tell you guys, it's gonna be added to the playlist. And then from there we got Banda Carnaval album. They released an album en vivo desde el Rancho San Vicente. The only song I liked was Los Once Pueblos. It's a live CD. Los Once Pueblos es una canción instrumental. Es un zapateado. Sounds pretty good. The rest of the album, top covers, nothing really popped from the covers. I'm like, recommend another cover that I already recommended. So this is only one that I'm like, okay, I like esta canción tocadita, esta canción instrumental. So it's like, so I'm recommending it. From there, we go to another live album. Actually, not an album. Well, it is an album, but live song. Es la banda Santa Cruz con Max Wizard. Yes, ese es el nombre del cantante, Max Wizard. Se canta Anastasio Pacheco en vivo. El álbum se llama En Vivo con los Amigos Volumen 1. Y la canción Anastasio Pacheco, para las que no saben, es la canta Chalino. Una de mis canciones favoritas de Chalino. Es un corrido que le mataron unos güeyes y que no es un corrido viejo, ¿verdad? Pero está bueno, está buen letreado. Y The Original Version, me gusta cómo la toca Nacho Hernández, Los Amables del Norte, pues por eso pues la canción está buena, ¿verdad? Y también cómo la interpreta Chalino, ¿verdad? La canción. But you have Banda Santa Cruz y Max Wizard tocándola más rapidita y la tocan bien, como a su estilo, y nunca la he oído en esta así versión más rapidita, y se oye bien. Sí, la cosa que sí se oye bien la canción. Muchas veces las canciones de Chalino que la ponen en banda, de conjunto a banda, como like it doesn't fit, como que no se oye bien, ¿verdad? En mi opinión. Pero esta sí se oye bien. La hace poquita más rapidita, pero yeah, so yeah, go and check it out. Como te digo, la canción se llama Anastasio Pacheco en vivo. Banda Santa Cruz y Max Wizard. El álbum se llama En vivo con los amigos volumen uno. Para aquí, for next, el que sigue, va a ser una canción que se llama Para Siempre. Es un conjunto que se llama Buyuchak, featuring la abuela Irma Silva. El álbum se llama Para Siempre. Pues esto es single. Pero, uh, decirle por poquito de este conjunto, Buyuchak. El conjunto is a little different. It's a little different, but I like the way, in a different, a good way. You know, they have their own sound, tienen su propio sonido, y han sacado these albums con la abuela del que toca bajo sexto, cantando segunda, and you know, check it out. Sí, va a ser para unos, va a ser para otros, pero como telling you guys, pues este conjunto norteño con acordeón, bajo sexto, bajo y batería, ¿verdad? Pero se tocan esta canción que la hizo famoso Vicente Fernández. Dime que está compuesto por Joan Sebastián, pero no estoy seguro. Pero se llama Para Siempre, pero la tocan bien. Este conjunto está bien grabada y la hicieron como a sus, sí es a su estilo, pero yeah, gonna check it out. The, it's a good song. I mean, originally it was a good song. It's a good song. You know, Vicente sings it. Pero the way they interpret it and los arreglos en conjunto, porque yo estoy puesto a haberlo escuchado con mariachi, ¿verdad? Pero this time it's with conjunto and it sounds, at least in my opinion, it sounds good. So go and check it out. It's called Para Siempre. It's conjunto's called Pollo Check, featuring la abuela Irma Silva. Hoy de aquí lo vamos a ir a un corrido. Se llama Mi Última Batalla. El artista es Panchito Arredondo. Viene del álbum híjole. No, así no se llama. La Beliquencia. En vivo. No sé qué es la Beliquencia, pero ahí va. Para los que saben que sí es, ahí mándame mensaje en on Alex Mike's podcast en Instagram o Facebook. ¿Qué es la Beliquencia? Pero este corrido, Mi Última Batalla, está buen letreado. I mean, it has good lyrics. I mean, it describes like it's a narco corrido. I mean, it's saying, hey, this is my last battle. You guys got me this time, but it just está chingón el corrido. La letra, a mí me gusta la letra. Del comenzar me puse a escuchar la canción. And I'm like, man, esta letra está buena. It's I like the way it describes, you know, the music you hear and it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's kind of, I won't say generic, but you're like, okay, there's nothing special about it. But la letra, the story that, you know, that he's telling, you know, it's you're kind of living the moment, which I think a lot of corridos don't really do right now. They, you know, they kind of miss that point. They don't miss the point, but se ponen que, you know, que ahora esto y esto y que esto y esto, but they no te ponen en la esencia del corrido, de la historia que están tratando de decir. You know, that story that they're trying to tell, you know, you really don't feel like you're there. You know, you're hearing a story and you don't feel like you're there. You don't, it's like, okay, the author didn't make their job, you know, making you be part of it. So yeah, go and check it out. Mi última batalla, Panchito Arredondo es el artista. El nombre de la canción, Mi última batalla. All right, from here we go to Los Dos Primos. Sacaron un álbum called Banda y Norteño Volumen 2. Ya habían sacado otras canciones, otros singles, the pasado mes o mes y medio, porque ya había recomendado from this album, pero they came out with the rest of the songs. So the two I recommend, first one is Los Dos Primos con Banda Corona del Rey, se llaman San Juditas. It's corrido. I think if San Judas would listen to what they sing about that song, I don't think they would be so. If anybody, okay, how about I say anybody that was religious and thinks in San Judas wouldn't be too happy about what some of the lyrics is, but para que vayan San Juditas, but está corrido. Go and check it out, and then the other song is Si acaso tú te vas, and of course that's not a corrido. Yeah, go and check it out. So the first one is con banda, and the second one is with norteño. All right, so from here we go to next one is it's called Aquí Andamos, and it's Iván Dávalos y Abelardo Nevares. Un corrido, pues, I mean, I can't say nothing more about it. It's un corrido. Yeah, just go and check it out. That's all I can really say about it. Recommending it, didn't sound too bad. Sound good. All right, so from here, we're going to kind of not change it up a little bit, but something different. Not too different también. So we have La Energía Norteña, which is a conjunto norteño based out of Texas. They came out with a new single with some country artist. Yes, country artist. I think it's cool. Country norteño are, they're just two different languages, and you might think maybe the beat is a little different, but they use the violin, or they call the fiddle, as we will use the accordion. Aquí en los mexicanos como norteño. Or they use the electric guitar. Usamos pues una guitarra de 12 cuerdas, or so. If you ever want to hear a fusion of norteño and country, you could listen to the great Texas Tornadoes. And yeah, you got Flaco Jimenez tocando acordeon, and you have the other guys singing what they know in Spanish, or so hay cosas así, they're como a little fusion of norteño and country, so they say some country artists sing about their truck and this and that, and cruising around their truck and stuff like that, and igual el norteño, corridos de la troca, o sino del caballo, que yo tengo esto y esto y esto. No digo que es la misma cosa, pero the essence, it's kind of there. So where I'm going from there is because La Energía Norteña came, a single, which it's a song. I don't know who the original author of the song, or there's your singer, but it's Friends in Low Places, which it's a classic country song, pero with the norteño twist to it. It's played a little bit more norteño, and it features let me get all the artists. Robert Clay, Clay Hollins, and Jerry De Leon, and Southbound. So three country artists with La Energía Norteña playing Friends in Old Places. Yeah, gonna check it out. It's kind of cool. It's at least I think it is. I like these little fusions like this. Country norteño. Pues ahí están. Like you just ponle por el acordeón and just a rancherito beat or just the beat of conjunto y ahí están. Now I go from there to um you know I me personally I like country. Not all the country, but I definitely like country music. Became a fan. I used to hate it. I used to hate, yes. But just because I never had been introduced to it también. I'm at work. A huevo, I had to listen to country music because it was the only station that would play. And man, hate it. And then the funny thing is, my manager at the time, or my boss, he's from Indian descent, from the country of India, not from Native American, but Indian descent, and he loved country music. And este como like it just didn't make sense, but he liked country music. And so pues a él pues he liked the music, so it was good with him. I mean, it was good with him. I mean, it should be good with everybody else. But and then because we couldn't put it on another station, and it kind of just grew on me. You start hating it, then you start tapping your foot to it, and then maybe your hand. Then you start singing along with it, and you're like, man, freaking country music. But you get in, and then you start hearing the classics, and try to get to know a little bit more about country music. And even before that, I like the music with Johnny Cash. So, and I like the music because I saw the movie. Without the movie, I didn't know who Johnny Cash was. Like, not because I didn't know who Johnny Cash was. I had an idea who he was, but never really exposed to his music until the movie came out, I believe in 2004, 2003. I saw it and I'm like, oh, cool. But what made me like it was that, like, it reminded me of Mexican music, of conjunto. Especially you hear, oh man, am I gonna blank out this song? Of course, everyone knows I Walk the Line, ¿verdad? But ¿cómo se llama esa canción? The Ring of Fire. Yeah. And then it has a kind of a mariachi type of feel to it, how it starts with trumpets. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, but then I hear the song, which I think one of my favorite Johnny Cash songs, which it wasn't composed by him. I think it was composed by like Hank Williams, or not Hank Williams. Written by T.J. Arnold, but it was sung by somebody before Johnny Cash. It's called Cocaine Blues, and if you listen to it, es un corrido, es un pinche corrido. Like it started off, saying I woke up one morning by hitting the rounds. I took a shot of coke, and then I shot my woman down. Like, damn, that's hardcore. I mean, you're talking like corridos right now, like oh my god, they're talking about, que blowing a gallo or blow, or taking marijuana, or ponme de la buena en la nariz, or stuff like that, and echa para acelerar, hay que echar esto para acelerar. Y I mean, these gabachos were doing it since the 50s or the 40s. Johnny Cash sings it, this live version at Folsom State Prison, to kind of, I don't know, like a cool song, and he's singing out of prison. Um, I mean, either way, I mean it's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I mean este so go listen to it. Like if you guys haven't so I'm gonna put in the playlist. I know it's not regional mexicano, and it's it's a recommendation of new songs like regional mexicano, but listening to the other the friends in low places, it's a song que it's a country song. It's played in in regional mexicano in grupo norteño with country artists singing in English. Why not talk about or recommend this is country, but it reminds me of corrido. Like if instead of doing the country beat that they put on it, it's kind of like a horse, tune 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 tune, just break it down to that that, like más corridita. Man, pinche corridazo que se puede hacer. Um, and then what was it? I was on TikTok and this muchacho was este translated I walked the line to Spanish con un requinto, and it sounded so cool. I'm like, man, hopefully comes out with an album or a single or because I mean it sounded good. I mean he translated into Spanish, and Los Tigres del Norte was it when they came out with the 2 years ago when they came out with the documentary Folsom Prison, when they went to play for the prisoners, they translated Folsom Prison Blues to Spanish. So, and that was composed by Johnny Cash. So yeah, I just letting you know there's other music close to our regional mexicano, corridos and stuff like that. I mean, just listen to the song. Give it a chance. It's called Cocaine Blues. It's live. It's in Folsom Prison Blues. So, um, yeah. I mean, if you should at least listen to some Johnny Cash. It's pretty cool. He's a legend for a reason. Um, so yeah, some put in there. If you guys get surprised with some Johnny Cash while you listen to the playlist, well, there you go. Now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recommend some of the. You guys don't know the Texas tornadoes. There were these legendary Tex-Mex supergroup, you might call it. Um, they were all um, they as single artists they had hits already, but they just became like let's just get together and let's have fun. Let's join all our stuff together, and it's awesome. So you know Flaco Jimenez, which is one of the awesome accordion players of all time. Freddie Fender, the he's legendary composer. The este he's the one composed Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. Before the Next Teardrop Falls. Yeah, so classic songs. He was part of that group. También some country artists, Doug Sam, Augie Myers, Douglas Quintet. So I mean, they were the other guys were country artists, but they'll sing in Spanish. They fuse their the country with Tex-Mex and conjunto together. It's cool. De lo que sea especially they of course they're gonna sing hey baby qué pasó thought I was the only vato. So I mean yeah they got their own little vibe. It was but they were this was back in the 80s. So, but I mean, it's pretty cool. So, they have this CD called Live from Austin, Texas. And, they have songs like Soy de San Luis, Man Can Cry, Hey Baby, ¿Qué pasó? La Little Rose, Ahí te dejo en San Antonio, classic Mixtec, Mexican song, Canción Mixteca. It's called Dinero, Adios Mexico. Adios Mexico is more like a rock and roll. It's cool. Freddie Fender, of course, gonna sing Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. And then Before the Next Teardrop Falls también. So I mean, it's a good mix. It's a lot of people are like, nah, it's a fusion, but it's cool. It's Flaco Jimenez norteño. He plays accordion, and they sing in Spanish and then some is on English. And yeah, so I put some of these songs on the playlist because it's I would call it regional mexicano. It's a fusion of it, but yeah. So I know today we kind of went a little country, but why not? It's expanding our horizons and stuff like that, and yeah. So all right, I think I've spoken enough. I will thank you everybody to listening to this podcast of Music Fridays for July the 30th. And, thanks so much for listening. Again, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Alice Mike's Podcast. And on my YouTube page as well, Alice Mike's Podcast on YouTube. And remember, all these songs will get uploaded to Alice Mike's playlist on Spotify. Again, what's the name of the playlist? Called Alice Mike's Playlist. And it's on order. It's on order from the first song I recommended all the way to the newest. So if you listen to older episodes or so of the recommendation, they're all there. Only if Spotify is taking out the songs, then I have no control over that. But if they haven't, it's still there. So, I want to just thank everybody for listening, and everybody be safe, be good, have fun. Have a lot of fun. It's like, don't have too much fun. No. Have a lot of fun. Have fun. Smile. Laugh. Express yourself. Get out there. Get some sun. I know we're in a drought here in California, but let's get some sun out. Let's have some fun. Listen to some good music, and and I would just thank for the encouragement to CA Truck Lines, JC Herrera Trucking, Smart Stop Insurance. Thank you so much for all the encouragement. And if you guys don't know, Smart Stop Insurance did move 2 doors down in Santa Maria. So their office is 2 doors down from where they're at. Same building, but 2 doors down south. So just letting everybody know. And then también best catering for tacos, mariscos, you name it. Tacos La Calera in Phoenix. They are awesome. Please give a shout out there. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook. La Calera. They're based on Phoenix. I mean, they got events going on. They got awesome stuff. They do micheladas, mariscos, tacos, you name it. And then so check them out. All right, well, thank you for listening. And como I always end it off, don't forget to smile. If nobody smiles back at you, get in front of a mirror and smile at. And somebody will be smiling at least somebody will be smiling back at you, right? All right. Have a good one, everybody. All right, Sammy, say goodbye.